Good morning everybody. This is Mandy. Welcome. Here we are for Junk Journal January 2024 and today is the 16th and the prompt is flow. So I had to really put my thinking cap on for this one, and I'm not 100% sure that I've got it right, but we'll see what we end up with in the end. Got my little label out. So first thing I did was I looked up the dictionary and flow, of course we all know, like to glide along like a stream, to move freely like a liquid or gas. There, I was going to cut out it, but like it goes all the way down there and there, so we're not going to be using the definition. The other thing I looked up, because of course as a creative arts therapist I've touched on a little bit of psychology, and flow is also a state of mind, and it occurs when a person is totally immersed in an activity. Something that, I don't know about you, but I do that often. I will come out here to the scrap room and think, okay, I'll do this, and then I think, oh, I better go to the toilet, or I'm a bit hungry, and it's like 3 or 4 hours later. So, or the action of moving along in a steady stream, or a continuous stream, or a supply of something. Well, if I take that last one, then my scrap room is in a state of flow, because there is a steady, continuous supply of everything. Oh dear, I've got so much stuff. I'm really trying to de-stash, and it's actually overwhelming because I don't know where to start, because there's just so much stuff. But you know, I've been collecting for over 20 years, so yes, you tend to get a bit. All right, let's get that out of the way. And I went through my big box of printables. Do you do that? You buy a kit from someone and then you print it all out, but then you don't use it. So that's why I've got a box that's about 3 inches deep, and it's just full of pages that I've printed out, some twice, and then another box with all of the little offcuts. So I'm going to, because I want, well, in the theme of flow, this doesn't really flow, okay? It's because of course it's 2 different pages. It was perfect for yesterday where we had opposites, but not today. So I'm going to see which one. I want one that's going to go across, and there, that one is from Rachel at Roxy Creations. I'm sorry, I can't tell you what kit, but if you go to her Etsy shop, you'll find this is one of my digitals. It could go that way or that way, maybe a little bit busy. This is again from Rachel. That could be nice. I also think when it's flowing, you know, it's not going to be, it needs to be simple, busy, and not too busy, so that your mind will just flow. Oh, that's pretty. This is from the Graphics Fairy premium site. It's old wallpaper. Liking that one. Put those over that side. This one, I think this might be from Rachel. She's got one of her kits is old Italian papers. Oh, and that's not big enough, so that's definitely a no. This is one of my digitals. I think I've used that, so that's possible, and that's the matching, like the back side of that when I print them double-sided. So it's just this part but elongated. That would be very plain. We could dress it right up. No, let's see. Blue, cream. I nearly always do pink and green because that's what I'm drawn to, and that's why there's a lot of pink and green in all of my pages in here. So do you know what? Let's go blue. But let's pop those up there, out of the way. And first thing I'm going to do is tear off all those edges. I know this is actually too big, but I'll just... Oh, didn't do that very well. I just need to take the edges off. We'll just... It's too close to the edge. We'll get our trimmer out. Sorry. They're in wire drawers next to me, which is why they make such a massive sound. The paper's even curled a bit. It's a bit hard to... There we go. How is everybody today? Very exciting. Overnight I reached 800 subscribers. I'm just blown away. It's awesome, so awesome. And I'm so grateful to everyone who has subscribed. And thank you for sharing my journey and letting me be a part of your lives. There we go. Now it's not quite so distracting with the white around it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, so... Oh, I just had a thunk. I had a thunk because this is a narrow page. I know that we've got that poking out there, but what if I folded that, because I've got enough, what if I folded this over and punched that edge and it would stick out over there? Ooh, let's do it, I say. So go there. And that's that page, so we need to fold it to about there. I'll have to go and get a punch because this only just came into my head, so I haven't pulled it out. Let's just glue this down so it can dry, and then I have to go and decide. I've got 2 drawers of edge punches. It's ridiculous, honestly. Hence why I'm trying to get rid of everything. Well, not everything, just the things that I don't use, but I am trying to make myself use what I've got. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll find a punch. Decided on, well, no, I haven't decided. I've got 3 because I couldn't decide. Now, I'm looking at these little bits that are poking out. So I've got the good old faithful Martha Stewart, that doily with the little things. No, that's always, this is my second one, and I actually have a third one in my drawer, still in the package, because I use that one so much. I've got these 2, they're very similar. This one's just, it's a bit deeper. I think that might be too deep. Too deep for that one. Oh, this one. And that one will kind of match these little bits here. I know. Let's where's my bit of scratch paper. Let's do an audition. Whoops, didn't line that up very well. Then we have this one. Okay, let's just, I'm going to put this in half. There we go. So we have our bit of paper sticking out, and we have this behind it. We have this. it'll come out. How far will my page come? I've done that. Plenty. It's going to punch down about there. Okay, so that little bit there. Old Faithful or lacy? Let's go the lacy. Obviously, I don't use that one very often. We'll use the good old Faithful one another time. Okay. Now let's line this one up better this time. Go in this roughly in the center. I always like to start roughly in the center because that way each edge of my punched, like, it looks similar. It doesn't flows a bit better, and that's not very centered. I'm looking at these squares on my mat there. Bring it down here where I can actually do it. Okay. There, about there. About there. There we go. Put that in the bin. Let's have a little look. Yeah, that's cute. That'll be fine. Oops, that one's gone right down. Still won't stick out of the book because the page is too short. But that's all good. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to, I need to work out. So that's, obviously I don't want past that sticking out of the edge of my page. So we'll go there. If I go that way, that'll be easier, won't it? A little bit overlap. There's my middle, and there's that. Right. So I hopped up. It was so hot last night. Oh, just disgusting. When I went to bed at midnight, it was still 30 degrees. And but my husband gets really cold, so I had to turn the aircon off, and I just had the fan going, the ceiling fan, and oh gosh, you just toss and you turn. When I woke up, it was already 26, so it hadn't gone down. I think it went down to about 22. But so I got up and I checked my mail and replied to people's comments this morning, and I was about to come out here and start, and I just, oh gosh, I'm just hot and yuck. So I looked out the back. I thought, I should water the plants because it's going to be another hot day. Water all the pots and baskets, and then I looked at the pool and went, I know I could hop in the pool. So I've actually still got my swimmers on, just dried off, put my dress over the top, and I hopped in the pool and actually did all of my normal exercises that I would do if I was going to rehab, because I've got they look like dumbbells, but they're made with foam pull weights, and I'm going to take those out so that they don't get in the way of me gluing on here. Now, first of all, let's have a thunk. It's going to go there. That will be, oh, I folded that. I didn't do a very good job of that, did I? Folded that way too. That's okay. It's all right. If you ever do that and crease, you just on the back, which is the mountain side, the bit that, just run your finger along, and you can't even see where the fold was. I mean, you can on the back because it's white, but in fact, you can hardly feel it. What was I thinking there? See, this is, so anyway, I've had a swim and watered the plants, and I hope I feeling a bit better. And I've turned the aircon on straight away as well. Out here. I think it's supposed to be another really, really hot day. I haven't really looked. That's better. Oh, we need to trim it down, top and bottom. We might use the trimmer. Okay, pencil. And I'm going to take some from the top and the bottom for the reason I said before, to keep my punching fairly even. So I'll go about there, go about there, okay. Let's see. There we go, that's better. I'll just stand this up here in case I need it again, so I don't make that awful clunking of the metal drawers. Okay, right, let's see what we want to do. Got our, that's going to go on there, go on there. Well, we could take advantage of this going onto here, which is also too long. Oh, and that page is a lot bigger. Okay, that doesn't matter. Ah, yes, I see. That's okay. I can come down and trim that. But what if we take advantage of this being adhered to here and make a pocket for a journal a journal tag to go in? And how about we tear it? I haven't done a torn pocket yet. Maybe sort of about there. And come. Too late now, she cried as she waved her wooden leg. Done. Okay, we have to because I already inked it, of course. Doing. The only bit that's still inked is that edge. Oh dear, Mandy. You watch. And I'll be telling you how, when we get to winter, how cold it is, and you'll all laugh at me because, of course, in winter in Adelaide, we're lucky if we get down below, get to 5 degrees Celsius, if that. Occasionally we'll get down to 3, and oh my gosh, it's so cold. Oh dear, and you'll all be going, Mandy, you have no idea what cold is. And you're right. I actually do not know. And we could, what if we go, I'll just grab, if I make this here, we could actually sort of like, yes. I think I saw on Pinterest, someone did that. They had a torn piece, and then they had some lace, and then they had another torn piece. It wasn't actually a pocket, but yes, let's do that. Thank you, Pinterest. We can just trim it down a bit, because then we'll get that. Yeah. Trim it to where we want it to be. We only need it to be about 1.5 inches. This way maybe would be better, Mandy. Oh no, that's 2 inches. That's 2 inches. Maybe there. About 2 2 inches. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be enough. Let's ink this new bit. Actually, we can work on this and then stick it in the book when we're finished. That's awesome. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give that a really good crease. I'm going to just stick just along the bottom, just so that I can see where I want to poke stuff. So just along the bottom and in that crease. Because of course I can come in with my glue after. That's cute. A bit of extra ink on the white bits. Nice. Okay. So let's see. Oh well, I pulled out that bit of lace. That could work this way. I think that's a bit too much, but oh, how cute is that? And you know what I like about this? You've got that, the ripped edge is like, reminds me of a flowing river or something, and it's all coming down, cascading down there. Nice. I like that, but it's a bit too long for what we want. We don't need that much lace. Have I got a shorter bit? No, that's a bit too short. And these ones are all white, but I think we might we'll stick with this one. We'll just have to, let's work out. My needle and thread should still be here. Oh yes, because I didn't put it away after yesterday. There we go. We can just run a bit of a gathering. It's not that I want an even gather, but it just will help me put the gathers where I want. So I'm doing really big running stitch just along the edge here. Now we just, like I said, I don't want an even gather, but just having that gathering will just help me work out where I want to put it. Something like that. Okay, let's trim this off shorter. Just take that end out so that I can still pull the gather. Let's use the Express It glue. It's nice and right. Ended up not using the gathering stitch at all. But it was worth it so that I could, just to help me see what to do. And I'll trim that little bit off. And I'm not going to put any glue underneath because as it sits in the book, the pages will flatten that out. That's okay. Right. Something else maybe. So we might continue this. Let's have a look at my scrappity scraps. Okay, so I've got little scraps here. I've got some of those. Oh, this was. Do you ever have my printer is like, I'm sure it's got a mind of its own. You go to print a JPEG and it prints it like super big, and it's very annoying, waste of paper. But I mean I keep it though, because then I can still have out some of this German font on this beautiful paper. We could continue this ripping effect down there. And we've got this lovely ripped edge, although I might rip it closer to the writing. Closer to the writing. And like that. Maybe we could have like this one. Just a bit of layering again. No, don't like that bit. I think we'll just go there. Or do I need I might need a bigger piece. Okay. Not to worry, those pieces will still get used elsewhere. So don't think, oh my goodness, look at, she's wasting all that paper. But it's okay. A bit. This is a bit too like a pregnant bulge. Don't want that. Well, it's still probably worse now, but do we just like this one? Oh, we could have both. Both of them, because once they're inked. Okay, let's ink them and see. Oops. I've got my band's music sorting night tonight, and I had to get the keys to the band room and from the person who, I couldn't get in touch with him, thought he was on holidays or something, but got there, had to get the music from the music director. That's not bad, is it? Does it need to come down a bit more? I don't know, then they'll be the same size. Silly sausage. And the librarian was getting a little bit anxious, but it's okay. I had it all, got it all sorted, and then sent him a message last night and said, Houston, we are good for launch. I repeat, we are good to go. he replied back laughing, of course. It'll be a late night. Once a year we take out all of the old music from that's been in the folders, and then when band goes back in a couple of weeks, we then start all handing out different music so that we're not getting bored of the same and playing the same old stuff all the time. I mean, there's some things that stay in the folder. You've always got to have Advanced Australia Fair and Happy Birthday, you know, practice exercises and things like that. But and we've got a few numbers that are just always in there, like, you know, Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. That's the one from Shrek. Things like that we call SOS, same old stuff, but because we can use them all the time, we don't have to practice them, and if we're out and about, they're good fillers when we're playing, and that way we can concentrate on the new or harder pieces. And we've got a reputation to maintain because we won the state championships last year in B grade, and so that was cool. Now, move that over here. We need to, now, let's see, I don't really like that, and it's also turned over, so we need to put something else there. I've got that bit that we cut off, but we still need something there. And although I found these, they're out of some book. I'll have to trim them down because they're too big, but that could be our journaling tags, so that would cover the rest, and maybe that'd be okay. Do you reckon? I could put that there. Okay, let's give it an ink. I do need to trim it down too, don't I? To make it the same size as that page, because otherwise it will look a little bit weird. But let's glue this one on. We were so excited to win, and the band I thought would come second actually came third, and but at least we had bands to compete against. The band that in Adelaide, that they profess, you know, we're the leading A grade band in South Australia, blah, blah, but the problem is no other bands are in A grade, so they win by default every year, but they proclaim their victory. It's pretty hollow victory. Now, I'm just going to turn that over actually, because this is kind of collaged anyway, so it'll just look like a bit more of the collage. That's nice and easy, that bit there. Can't do that for the other part of the page though. So that's going there. to, with the pencil, did I leave my, where did I put my pencil? Right there. Although I don't really want to cut that bit off the bottom there, so actually I'm going to, but I have to, because otherwise that won't line up. That's okay. Right, I'm going to actually draw myself a line. Oh, not very straight there. I'm just going to, I'm not going to trim it off yet. I just want to see how it's looking. So that's, there we go. Nope. What is wrong with my eye? I'm doing my little mark and I'm completely off. I'm probably, oh, it's probably because I'm on the wrong side of the line. That would be why. That's better. Let me just ink a little bit. And this little bit. And that little bit out there. Okay. So that can just get glued down, and this will just get glued on the top and the bottom to become the pocket. And are we happy with that bit there? I think we'll just leave it. You're thinking too much, Mandy. Thinking way too much. Okay, we'll get out our glue stick. I'm just going to go in the center and then go around the edge with the oh, see, brain not working, can't think of things. Art glitter glue. Except I've gone up too far. At least it'll wipe off. That's okay. Actually, do you know what I do? I'll go on the edge of this. Then I know it'll be in exactly the right spot. Okay. That. And bring that over. There we go. Beautiful. Now let's put those back in before I haven't even finished journaling yesterday. Brain wasn't in the right state of mind. Yep, that looks, and that actually is almost the same colour as the leaves in the background, so that looks nice. Now here, oh, I've gone up a bit, it doesn't matter. How does that work when you put it in there? Doesn't that annoy you? It does, it annoys me. Put it in there, go like that, it's all squished in, and now it's not even at the right spot. Doesn't matter, a couple of days. I'm just going to close my book. There we go. Oh, I'm leaking. Okay, excuse me, need to get a paper. I mustn't have screwed it down far enough. Let's put that in there. And I have to unscrew. Because because if you don't unscrew this and wipe off, get the glue out of here, you'll never be able to open it again. I'm using my fingernail inside the little run, and we'll do the same thing in here. There we go. Oh, sorry for that little distraction. Right, this is going to have a new little bend. I shall use my bone folder and get that in there so that the page bends. Doesn't want to bend. I really look at this page. Goodness gracious, I'm going to have to rip that off and it's because it's so far up. Okay, let's get it right down. It doesn't want to stay. Stay just a little bit longer. So there's never any mistakes. There's just learning curves. Okay, so remember that. If something like this happens, don't panic and think, oh no, I've ruined it. Because you haven't. You just have to think of a different way. So and then I'm going to have to glue under here so that bit sticks down there. Okay, let's work on our tag while that's having its little hissy fit. Let it. Doesn't want to stay there, does it? No. No, it doesn't. Okay. Right, put it to one side. Okay, so I found these. Like I said, they're too big. I'll have to trim them down. They'll have to be. Let's use a ruler because obviously my guesstimating is way off today. And let's make them 6.5 inches. 6.5. 6 and 1, 2, 3. About there. Oh, do I want to keep the holes? What am I going to do with them? Well, I put out all this stuff. I guess I could just make like a little mini master board and collage over the top. In that case, I don't need that bit. And I don't need that bit. And I managed to cut them different sizes. See, I'm really not. I thought my brain was working, but obviously not. That's right. Let's trim these together. Same size. There we are. Okay, well, let us stuff away. Oh, stuff everywhere. Okay. Now this is all fairly neutral, and this is going to be neutral. Oh, I forgot about my flourishes. I don't think we need those. So we could just glue these things on, you know, make like a bit of a masterboardy thing. Let's do that. And I'm going to fast forward it because you all know how to do a masterboard. So I'll see you at the other end. Alrighty, I'm back. So I started off doing lots of little, and then I didn't like that, so I grabbed another piece of that card, and I ended up just having like 3 or 4 big pieces on my journal card, because then I thought, so they'll fit nicely in there. Probably only one, because it's big enough for me just to have one. And maybe, how are you sitting there now? You're sitting there like a good boy, girl. Yeah, I can glue that down now. It looks like it's going to behave. Poking out there. Oh, that's gonna stick. It'll stick eventually. All right. Didn't get the edge of that paper down. So these need something on them, and they'll probably need something. Might use the music one. I'm going to round the corners of that. Because they are big journaling cards as opposed to tags. And let's ink around the edges. Like I said, I think I'll only need the one because they are quite large. But that's okay. I'll work on these and both, and I'll have one to use somewhere else. You can see I kept the edge of the page because I thought it was nice. Oh, you know what? I haven't used that stencil. You know what I'm going to do? What we did the other day on the pattern page. I'm going to put a little bit of a which way will I have the top? That way? down the side. Nice, just little subtle, oops. Ah, that looks nice, doesn't it? I'm going to do the whole lot now because I like it. It looks good. Ah, how cool does that look? Very nice. And the other thing I'm going to do is, where's my bit of corrugated card? I'm just going to put some, not that I need line, I don't need lines, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just to show you. So this is a piece of corrugated cardboard that I've taken apart, and I'm going to use it as a stamp on here. Get these really faint writing lines. And while we're here, we might as well do the back of the other one, because why not? So you can see I went a bit heavier around the edges and lighter in the middle. That way you can't tell that I haven't lined the stencil up. I'm not sure if this, I haven't tried actually to line this up and see if it will become a repeating pattern or not. That's so subtle, that looks so nice. Where's my lid? Oh, it's under there. I'm not going to put lines on this one yet because I don't know where I'm going to use it. So I'll just, I didn't think the edges of this side though, did I? That I can do. Okay, so you can go to one side. Might just get a little piece of, well, actually, maybe the offcut of that one to make the tab. What else have I got? What else did I pull out here out of the top of my lace bits? Actually need something a little bit substantial. How cute is that? Oops. Isn't it sweet? Or maybe I could just do like a little cluster. Might do where's our tag? That's really going to stand out, isn't it? It really is. This might be another time where we have to use one of the, oh, that's the one we didn't use the other day. Okay, let's get a label out of my label folder. Got to be able to write in it as well. They're too small. could work. These are from Rachel's, probably why they work together. Oh, there's a smaller one. Oh, that could go on the, that could go on my tag, on my journal card. The wrong blues they are. That could work there, couldn't it? I could just write flow on there. Okay, now what about this side? This side needs something. Maybe just a whole heap of a little cluster. Kind of like the little clusters, they can really just add a bit of pizzazz. And if we do it, it needs to be up here because I've put so many of these little like little clusters and embellishment bits at the bottom that this side of the book is getting really chunky, so we need to make it up here so that it's not so chunky. We could just I don't know if I even put that up the right way. Probably not, but it doesn't matter. Let's do it here. It's getting really hard to do stuff on that side of the page. It's really sweet. Alright, sorry, I went completely inside myself then. I guess I was in a flow state. Anywho, so I just have put that on there with that little bit of leftover lace poking out. I'm going to, where are my calligraphy pens? Some calligraphy textures. I don't know which one I want to use, so I probably will just I go down like that, or will I turn it around and do it that way? So what size is that one? It's too big. Too small. Okay, so it has to be this one. Don't know if I want to write it on there. Oh, I've made this. So I made this little cluster, just safety pinned, but not really. I know this sounds really weird, but this is so pretty that I'm actually almost inclined to just leave it blank and just have the page flow like that. Decisions. But I did test this along the bottom. I thought this might be quite cute along the bottom here. Oh, other end. But I'm not sold on it. It does look cute though, doesn't it? Let's do it. First of all, I need to just, this is upholstery trim, and it comes apart really easily. Do we want to do both halves? Let's look. Yes, because it looks weird otherwise. It doesn't flow, and that's what we're after today, isn't it? We want to flow. Oh, that looks sweet. Okay, and let's trim that. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to, because this comes undone so easily, I'm just going to have to put a bit of glue on top where I've cut it, and at the end. Not that much. Here we go. Made all of the dogs howl. Don't know what's happening there. You'll probably hear a siren shortly. I know I can hear a siren now. Okay, that looks pretty cute along there. And yeah, I don't know if, I don't think I need anything else. I just need to put flow somewhere, because that's the, I might just write it down there. that will be about the right, or do I do it all in, do I do it in lower, or do I do it all in capital if I'm going down like that? Let's, maybe all capitals, hey? All right, let's do it. I keep looking, this looks crooked because of the writing is crooked on the page, but it's not. All right. And then you can use the little one to write, what's the date again? 16th. Okay. Right. Okie dokie. That's actually going to be it today. I know it's really weird because I that's why I pulled all of this out, because I thought, oh, I can decorate, but I actually feel that it doesn't need it. And it really does, it does flow, it flows like that. It's cool. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. I'd like to know whether or not I should come back and put something on this side. Tell me what you think. Thank you for joining me today, and have a happy 16th of January. I hope you are all well and take care. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow for, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is whimsical. All right, toodles.